Hello everyone, it's Tuesday night and I just thought I would have a look at the first turf meeting of the new season. It takes place on Wednesday at Yarmouth. Because it is the turf and I love the turf, it is a low grade meeting in general. But if you're interested, I have just considered the 4 handicap races. Now, there's lots of nice 4-year-olds probably taking part in this. There's a short price favourite in this 120 called Dubious Affair, and you'll find that in a lot of these races, the 4-year-olds, because they're unexposed, are going to be favourites. And there won't be a lot of money to be made by backing them. Anyway, I'm only going to recommend if you do get involved, just do it for shillings, just to see how we get on. I've run my software on these handicaps, and that indicates that these are the 4 contenders. And they're all nice prices in this 120. Cotton Club. He looks a very unlikely winner to me. He's 10 to 1, but he's 9 years old. He's going to need the run. So I'd knock him out. But if you're thinking about the place pot, for instance, you could put these 3 in your place pot, because if you happen to get the favourite out and you get a couple of these big price ones in the frame, then the place pot could pay well. That's just one strategy you could think about. Now this horse, Running Cloud, They had a coup with him on the all-weather back here, whenever it was, and they put the owner's daughter on, claiming 7 on the all-weather. They got him all the way down to a mark from in the high 70s down to 67, and he won at 25 to 1 off the back of a 6 or 7 day layoff when he'd been tailed. He's interesting, Running Cloud. I would say if there's any money, if you see money for this horse in the market, if you're looking, and in the 5 minutes before the off, it goes 4s, 12s, 10s, that might indicate that they're having a go. But the question mark at all times at this time of year, especially in low grade racing, when they're only running for £3 to the winner, is today the day when they want to win. That's the hard thing. So reading market signals can really help you. But those are the 3 against the field. I would watch out for market moves. Baylor Rico, Break the Rules, and Running Cloud, bearing in mind that you've got the likes of Dubious Affair, 4-year-old for Charlie Fellows, Johnny Kidd, 4-year-old for Andrew Balding, another 4-year-old down here for Mark Johnston. They could all be way ahead of their marks, having turned from 3 to 4, but they're always going to be short prices. Let's look at the next one. I'm just going to give you the lists and I'll leave it to you. There is one that I fancy later on, and we'll have a look at him in a minute. This 230 is another low grade race, over 7 furlongs this time for the 4-year-olds and up. And I'll tell you what, story for Amanda Perrott got put up £8 for winning on the heavy at the back end of last year. Now he's going to have to improve enormously, and I think Bet365 have got him around 7 to 4 or something. He is definitely one to take on. The software indicates these 3. Full Intention for Simon Pearce, Jack Mitchell, Atletico for David Evans, and Soprani for Amy Murphy, with Gabriel Malune claiming 3. He looks something decent to bet on, Soprani. I would only advise a very small bet. Again, you could perm these together in the place pot, or you could do permed each way doubles. The first race, 3x3 equals 9 each way doubles. If you did that for 25p each way, that would cost you £4.50. And if you were to get, land 2 nice price winners, it could pay a lot of money. That would be 9 units, plus it would be 18 units in total stake. So anyway, that's the kind of thing you could do. Watch out again for any money. I really wouldn't want to be betting Atletico at 7 to 2. I'm all against Dutch Story, and I will probably try and lay him. If I can get him laid short, Dutch Story, that will be my play in this race. I will be trying to get him in the 2 and the 3 and the win. No, when I say the 2 and the 3, I mean the win and the 2. If I can get him beat, I might get him out of the first 2 as well. He has got to come forward plenty, and if he's short to be in the front 2, I can lay him for low risk. But those are my 3 against the field. Number 2, number 5, number 6, Full Intention, Atletico and Soprani. We'll see how any of them get on. Again, watch the market. The 4:15 is another handicap, this time class 4, 0 to 82. And here is my shortlist. And amazingly, you've got a Mark Johnston, 4-year-old that's never won a race, made 2 runs in maidens or novice stakes, got a mark and then bringing it here. He's probably absolutely chucked in. And you've got another one, William Haggis, down here. But if you could get those 2 beat, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-year-olds taking on a load of horses. Now one of them is probably too good. But if you see a move for any of these 5 here, you've got a 5-year-old, 2 6-year-olds and an 8-year-old. Probably winning my sales. He's going to need the run. So let's knock him out and we go down to 3. So you've got a course and distance winner in Balgare. He's on a mark of which he's capable of winning. Casement is a distance winner, and again, he's on a mark he's capable of winning off. And then you've got William Jarvis with Arigato, and he can definitely win. And you can see he's won on the turf, and Casement's won on the turf. So again, I would be looking to either perm them together in doubles and trebles with the other races, or put them in the place pot, and hopefully you can get 1 or 2 of these really strongly fancied runners out of the frame. You know, even if you get the favourite in, if you get a couple of the others that are well fancied out, that's the shortlist in the 14. And let's just go and have a look at the last one. I'm not looking at the novices and the 3-year-old and the 2-year-old races. Just to say, I have got a very specific set of requirements for the software bets. And when they occur, and I will generate the software bets, when we get the right combination of factors come together, I will be advising them as main account bets, and we'll track them and see how they get on. But hopefully we can find some really nice horses that are definitely trying for their lives. The final race on Yarmouth on Wednesday, 7 furlong race, class 5, 0 to 75. And there's a horse in here I definitely think is worth a bet. There's a couple that are well treated, and Mount Wellington is one of them, but he's a very short price. And he's only got 1 decent run on the turf in the UK, which was 2 years ago. He's really an all-weather horse. I'm going to knock him out. This horse, Mayo, again, similar circumstances. And then this 6-year-old, trained by Marco Botti. He's a miler. He's not won at this trip. He really wants a mile, that horse. And I'm certain he's just out for the run. Now, you could have a saver on Pacino, because Richard Vahi is always likely to have one ready. But the horse I'm going to recommend is the bet of the day. With the visors on first time for Charlie Fellows, this horse ran a very nice race at Ascot last year as a 3-year-old off a £4 higher mark in a much better race than this. He was trained by Clive Cox last year. He's gone to Charlie Fellows. They've had 3 runs with him on the all-weather, and they got him down from 79 to 75. The limit for this race is 75. This is a weaker race than he's used to. The visors go on the first time, and he is certainly capable of competing at this level and even doing better. So there you go. That would be my main pick of the day in the 6 o'clock Golden Force. At 15 to 2, you can have a bit each way, or go win only if you like. And I will definitely be trying to try and get on with him. That's my thoughts for Wednesday at Yarmouth. I'll be back tomorrow for the first day of Newmarket, but I doubt very much there's going to be a main account bet. But these are only interest bets, if anything. If you don't want to have a bet, then by all means have a bet. You know, I will only be having token bets myself.